Right. That's how we do, guys. High-tech shit. Always nice to have my friends around, though. You know what I mean? Got my little cousin. I always feel like a real grown-up. Absolutely. Mary Jane, what's good? It's Thursday afternoon. It's about that time. Here we are, chilling out. We have two very motherfucking special guests today. Fatimah Asghar, Sam Bailey. Thank you guys for coming through.
Thanks for having us.
Nice to see you. Happy Thursday.
Yes.
Can I share with you some of this fine cannabis we're smoking on? Guys, as you well know, we have great friends, THC Design, providing us with the lovely cannabis. We chill out, we smoke it, we have fun, we do our thing, we talk about cool shit. That's what we do in about that time. How are you guys doing today?
Very hungover.
Very hungover, guys. These ladies know how to turn up. Don't let any of these appearances mislead you. Party monsters. Are you guys party monsters?
No, I feel like I have old bones, you know? I'm like trying to be in bed.
Grandma status is what you're trying to tell me?
I'm trying to be in bed at like 10.
Sam, can you verify that it's grandma status over here?
Yeah, for sure.
You're like, yo, come out, we're having fun. And she's like,
Like, I feel like we both have like moments of wanting to like turn up, and then we quickly learn that we're not there anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So every now, like once a month, I go out. That was yesterday, and I feel bad about it. Actually.
Guilt.
Guilt.
You have
I feel
party-related guilt?
Well, don't you? When I drink a lot, the next morning I wake up like feeling guilty.
Why did I do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, why did I do that?
there's regret.
Like, you're too old for this shit. What's wrong with you?
How
Like,
many shots of tequila is too many, though, really?
we finished the bot at home and then went out and then like came back.
Pre-game.
Yeah, I
Strong pre-game.
We were like talking each other up, like, yeah, we don't ever go out. We should do this. And
Then you did, and then you're like, that's why we don't do this.
yeah, this is why. we don't do this.
It happens. All right, guys. We like to make sure we kick off letting our good folks in the Instagram and the Facebook get to know you guys a little better. So we take some pictures from your Instagrams, and you guys can tell us a story behind the picture. The first one is just a very nice picture of the two of you guys together. Tell us a little bit about this. The Instagram. Let's get make sure the Instagram gets to see this photo.
Shit.
Look at that. Beautiful ladies.
What is that? That was from the Red Bull shoot. This was literally my favorite photo shoot of us.
Yeah.
Zoe Rain.
Yeah, you look great lighting, great outfits,
Yeah.
badass
Yeah.
facial
Right.
expressions, guys. Come on, those
Yeah.
are like A+ facial expressions.
And the big thing, one, Fati's wearing this.
Same exact outfit. I have 3 outfits that I wear.
Fati, you just got outed. Recycling the looks. It's all right. About the time we're casual.
You know
we don't take it personally.
that's where we're at, you know?
I almost wore that.
Totally.
dress, too.
We're at the
also-
beginning of something special.
This is where we discovered Fenty.
Yes. So this
Fenty makeup.
our makeup artist for this shoot basically had, like, it was when Fenty had just come out and she had all of the makeup and she was like, cool, have you guys tried Fenty yet? And we were like, no, we haven't yet. And then she basically put Fenty on us and we looked
Beautiful.
so good. It was
I've
like
never
so
looked more
good.
beautiful
We were
than that picture.
glowing. It was like amazing to
I mean,
kind
if
of
you
just
got
be
a little,
together.
if you can sprinkle a little Rihanna on yourself, like you're always
I know,
winning, right?
I know. That's what I
always
want.
am
Never
trying to
looked that good.
when is Fenty for Men coming out? I want to have a little Rihanna.
Men
on
are
me.
wearing it.
Yeah.
The dude from Black Panther wore it to the Oscars, and they were like, look at him.
Look at that, guys. I'm one step behind again. I haven't even been wearing my Fenty.
Yeah, you have to. You have
And
to
it
get
comes
on
in white shades.
The Fenty wave, guys. It's for everyone. We all wearing makeup out here, rocking that Fenty. And
Yeah.
as you guys are showing why it's so good in this lovely picture of the two of y'all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Shout out
Good
Iris,
times.
right?
Okay,
That's Iris.
here's another one. We got to show the Instagram. This is cutie. Why are you guys so cute together all the time? Is there a policy? Do you have a cuteness only policy?
We love each other. We're very in love with each other.
Hella love in the building, guys. Fati and Sam.
That was, so we took this photo in DC. We were at, the Obama Foundation was having like a pride parade celebration that was like anti-White House?
Yeah,
Anti-Trump, right.
Yeah,
So-
because they weren't going to like recognize Pride weekend.
Right.
So then
they weren't doing anything official. And so then the Obama Foundation was like, cool, we're going to do something. And so they invited us to come out and we went and it was really fun. I mean, it was like we went to a bunch of different kind of like little events and then we went on the parade route and it was just like a really beautiful time. And
it was dope to see a lot of queer people that we know just at that event, and we didn't know we were going to be at the event together. So that was really dope.
Yeah, we just ran into a bunch of people,
Yeah.
Which was really great.
It was great. Yeah.
Sounds like another great party day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the flags that they have that they designed. which is like the rainbow flag and then the and they did that for intersectionality. Like they were like, we believe in intersectionality and like we want to be like, you can be this and this and this and this and this. And I think that's like really our centerpiece and what we think of. Yeah. And so it was a really cool way to think about. I just really love the way that they did that.
There's press there. They did ask us. They were like, so can you just look in the camera and tell us why you're you're a Democrat?
And we were like,
we're more like anarchists.
We were like,
we got real uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was like really, really interesting.
We were like, shout out Obama, but maybe on another day.
Yeah, that was a moment where we were like, wow, this is this is interesting.
We should shout out some people on Instagram. 419 Up in Smoke, how you doing?
Hey.
Pavon, hello to you too, buddy.
Diva
Thanks for checking in. It's about that time.
Hey.
Thursday afternoon today. We're almost through of this week, guys.
Yeah.
Having fun. Chilling with the Obamas. Okay. This is a cool one.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Correct. Oh, shit. Walking out of clouds, magical powers happening.
Yeah.
What is the story with this one?
Shout out Matthew. I'm going to fuck up your last name, but shout out to him who shot.
Shout out Matthew. Last name not even required.
Just Matthew.
Yes,
just Matthew.
Cool ass Matthew. That's your new name, bro.
This was for Chicago Magazine, I think. I'm good. And they did like what do they call me? Brown girl. I don't know what it's called. But anyway.
It was like auteur, brown girl auteur, I think. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then we shot that photo shoot in the basement of like at the same space we shot Brown Girls.
Yeah.
Like where the party scene happens.
Yeah.
Like that's the same basement.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Dojo in Chicago. That's a DIY spot. Hey.
Dojo Chicago, you're getting some love on about that time. It's a big day for everyone.
Yeah.
We're getting some more shout outs from the Instagram. What's up, guys? Alan M8. Hi to you too, bro.
Dinez, I saw that you said hi to us, so we're saying hi, Dinez. This is our great friend.
Guys, great friends. That's what we do here at About That Time. We chill. We hang with great friends. We have fun. You guys need to meet the Critter Clique. You got Bowie the cat there to your right, Sam. You can pet Bowie if you want to. He's right there to your right. See how he's there to your right? Don't sleep. But Bowie has a presence, Sam.
Yes.
Don't belittle Sam. And then our husky over here. Our husky has had several different names actually. He's been Joey the husky, and he's also been Master P the husky.
Nice.
So different people have different perspectives on what Master P at the moment should be necessarily named. So if you have any thoughts on it, you're free to like just give some input. But right now he's Master P, which is kind of sweet.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out Spain.
Yeah, someone's watching from Spain. That's great.
Spain, what's up? You love this account. We love you too, bro. Thanks so much. It's about that time. It's Mary Jane. We're hanging out. Let's smoke, then talk. That's the high-level concept of this show. Yep, guys. I know it's like rocket, the Elon Musk type of thinking that, let's smoke and talk. We're on that level. All right, guys. Here's another one from the Instagram.
Oh,
this is this is a kind of like a ballerina type of vibe happening here.
What the
I didn't know that there was ballerinas going to be on the show today.
Wow.
What is happening here?
So this one, we were in New Orleans, and we were there on an artistic retreat with a bunch of our friends. And we went into the church that Solange got married in. And so
that iconic photo of her like in all white and her whole people in all white.
Yeah, and so we went in and basically just were super extra, and we were like, we are part of Solange's wedding, and like found all these props and just were like out here like taking all these photos, just being super, super extra. So that's us, and then our friends Ashley and Po Chop, who's in the Po Chop's in the back, and Ashley's on the right.
Basically living out your Beyonce wedding or Solange wedding.
Solange wedding,
yes. 100%.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you are, guys. I think you lived it. Officially lived.
Yeah.
You went there and it worked.
Yeah.
Photograph proves it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Wait, tell me about this artistic retreat though. I want to know more about what went on.
Well, so basically we had this idea that we wanted to all get all of our friends together in a place that wasn't where we lived, right? And then just work on art. And so we got, how many of us were there? It was like 10?
There were like 11 people in the house.
11 people in this old fire apartment, firehouse. Like, so you kind of looked at it and it looked like a firehouse, and you walked in and there was like old, the spiral staircases and all this stuff. And yeah, so then we basically just like kicked it in New Orleans and worked on art. A lot of us are collaborators, so it was like me and Sam were there. Our friend Vince from VAM Studios and Jordan from VAM were there. Shea Coulee was there, and so we kind of
great drag queen.
Yeah, who's amazing. And so we kind of had this way where we were all kind of like interacting with each other and being like, how can we collaborate and how can we work together in the future? And yeah, so it was really, really beautiful.
Did you guys smoke weed?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
That just brings it full circle.
Yeah, we
high level
definitely
thinking, collaboration, art making, serious creative strategies coming to life, and a little smoking weed. Yeah. You know, that's a good life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was much needed.
It was very needed. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Hallelujah, guys. Well, that sounds like a fun time. All right, here's another one. This is, I think, is a major moment, guys.
Yeah.
This picture is a major moment, I think. All right, let's see. Let's make sure the Instagram knows what the fuck we're talking about. I think there's some Emmy vibes in this one. Am I accurate in saying that? What's the story here?
So this is us at the Emmys, which we were nominated for Brown Girls.
Yeah, that's Jamila was in the picture.
Yep.
And then Jermaine, who's Fati's manager and the producer of Brown Girls. And that's my ex-boyfriend. We broke up the day after the Emmys.
Okay.
Because he said he was happy I lost.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like a executable offense, frankly. That sounds like a fair treatment of that situation.
I agree.
Yeah. Come on, yo.
Yeah.
Where's your support? You should be furious. You should have Kanye'd that shit.
He should have. Yeah, he should have done a lot of
Fati,
things.
do you think you should have Kanye'd that shit?
You know, I think it's a beautiful photo of us. I think we look
Fati.
great. I think that we,
Fati.
you know. Did you just crop it in?
That is true. The photo has been cropped. History has been updated, guys. Here at about that time, history is in our very fingertips. We mold it. We craft it. Whatever we want it to be. Look, updated, guys. This looks like a great time.
It was a great time.
Amazing.
It was a great time. We looked beautiful.
We saw Angela Bassett. It was a beautiful night.
It was great. It was great.
We just had our butterflies show up too, guys, by the
Yes,
way. They're named
great.
they're named the Uniques.
Hi, Uniques.
They're the Uniques, the butterflies.
Great.
Named after DJ Unique of New Jersey. She's the sweetest. Okay, one more photo, I believe, on tonight's installment of the Instagram. You guys are getting down at the beach.
Yes.
What's up? Beach life.
And titties.
Yes, so much titties.
Beach life and titties,
look
guys.
good.
It is a
good,
lifestyle
man.
that no one can argue with.
Yeah. So we were at Matador Beach then, and I didn't live in LA. Sam had just moved, and our friend Safia Hello was like, "Hey, do you want to come to the beach with me and my boyfriend and hang out?" And we were like, "Sure, why not?" We had been watching the Road Rules Challenge all day, and Sam had been like, "I could do that. Like, I can do this in my sleep. Like, I would be so fine." Blah blah blah. I was like, "Cool." We get into the car. We drive to Matador Beach, and Sam is in wedges at Matador Beach.
That's quite a, guys, if you don't know about El Matador, the famous beach in LA, it's quite a climb to get down there. It's
Thank you.
It is very, very beautiful, but wearing wedges sounds just challenging.
Yeah. And Sam had spent the whole day being like, I could be on the challenge. Like, I could do these like tasks. Like, I'm gonna be great. And then like could barely walk down the stairs to get to the beach.
I hate that beach. And every time.
Beach hating, guys. Mostly love in this studio, but sometimes there's beach hating. Gotta just let you guys know that it happens.
And I've never been to any other beach but that beach. Every time I go to the beach, I end up there. Everyone's like, "You want to go to the beach?" I'm like, "Sure." Then I don't know. I never drive, so like I didn't know where we're going. It's always fucking Matador Beach.
There's 3 beaches there. I'm gonna give you LA beach tips.
Yeah.
There's 3 beaches: El Matador, El Pescador, and La Piedra. 3 beaches all next to each other.
Yeah.
Matador is the most crowded and more difficult to get down to. There's literally one beach, another beach that has almost no one, and another beach, and they're all just as beautiful. They have different vibes, but they're all right there. So you got options. Next time someone pushes you on Matador, be like, I know an adjacent beach that might be more convenient and pleasant for all of us. You know what I mean?
I should do that.
I will do that.
You know, just there's a lot of angles, guys. When you're chilling in LA and you want to have a beach day, you know, like there's choices out here.
Yes,
it's important to exercise your right to choice. Okay, well, guys, thank you so much for walking us through those pictures. There were some real fun ones in there. I think we kind of we're all related now. That's like basically family status, you know. And we also like crafted the past, crafted the future. You know, we showed our ability to warp time and space. That's important that everybody needs to know that we do that here on occasion. So we do a segment on about that time where we take some news from themaryjane.com, some cannabis news from around the world, and we read the headlines and we just talk about it. Does that sound chill?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of headlines about weed nowadays. You know what I mean? If you read the news and the blogs and the whatever, it happens, and the cannabis is something people are talking about.
Yeah.
So number one story on tonight's installment of Roll the News, which is brought to us by our friends at Bella, ladies products with cannabis. I'll tell you more about it later. The first story from tonight's installment of Roll the News. Brewmaster behind Blue Moon is launching a THC-infused beer company. Have you ladies ever drank a Blue Moon beer?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a chill beer, right?
Very chill.
You drink it with an orange.
Yeah, you drink it with an orange. That's kind of a nice little like twist on it, like a summery kind of like almost like a lemonade beer, but like with an orange vibe.
Yeah. Totally.
So, guys, we're fans. Blue Moon. The gentleman behind Blue Moon, Keith Villa, has decided that his next venture will be a THC-infused brewed beverage. So if you like the refreshing taste of Blue Moon, you may enjoy the refreshing taste of his weed beer. Are you guys down with the concept of weed beer? What do you think?
No.
Hesitant when it comes to the weed beer. What do you think are the main things that would prevent you from being excited about a weed beer?
I feel like beers are really funky, and with weed in it, it'll be like
double funky.
Yeah.
Too much funk.
Yeah.
There is a funk. It's important to have some funk,
Yeah.
but there is a such thing as too much funk.
Too much funk, I think.
Yeah,
And
guys.
it feels like that would be hard to
control the dose.
and like also
Now,
would it taste bad?
Here's one twist you guys should be aware of. It is going to be a non-alcoholic beer, so it will only have THC in it. So it's not like you're getting drunk and high at the same time. You actually are just having a refreshing malty beverage.
No,
and
who likes the taste of beer though?
Guys,
like just for beer's sake.
Guys, our market research is concluding that the intelligent young female demographic may not be down with the infused beer product. Just let all the marketers out there know you might have to pivot the product, put a little extra effort in because it doesn't feel like there's a welcoming vibe to THC beer. Because really, there's a hesitation around beer to begin with. So you might get the beer drinkers though.
Yeah, maybe. That's
Still.
I don't know. There's no alcohol.
So you're just
Hey,
drinking.
can I get a? Okay, let's wait. There may be even a name for this product. I should get my facts straight. Keith Villa is the guy. Well, there's other people that are doing it, because the alcohol industry is trying to get in on this weed thing,
No, wait, what? So alcohol doesn't want to be alcohol anymore?
No, but I'm saying that the alcohol, it is confusing. Alcohol definitely still wants to be alcohol, but alcohol wants to be alcohol and weed, is what I'm trying to tell you. They want all that real estate.
I don't like that.
Because
I think it's a good idea.
Anheuser-Busch, an Anheuser-Busch executive just entered the cannabis space. The Corona parent company just invested in weed. And there's breweries like Lagunitas and Fat Tire that are already exploring this, guys. So,
Wow.
sorry.
So I actually like beer.
Okay.
I almost got a job at Lagunitas
There you
before I
go.
moved out to LA.
I'm closer.
So you have a real perspective on the space.
And I'm like, if you're a beer drinker, you like beer, you like the idea that it was like harvested and shit. So you don't want that to taste like weed and not be beer.
Well, here is one thing that's interesting to note is that hops, which are often used in the flavoring of beer, are actually a cousin of the cannabis plant. So when you take the essence of cannabis, oftentimes it actually bears a resemblance to hops. So maybe it's like a hoppy IPA kind of approach. I don't know whether you could hit all the notes you want to hit.
Yeah.
But I would think you could probably pull off at least 2 or 3 kinds of beer. Really, guys, I'll just say this. This is a bit of a digression. Fruit beer
Yeah.
Like blueberry beer.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
No.
Why?
No.
Guys, I've never woken up and been like, oh, I really want to have a blueberry beer this afternoon.
Yeah.
I've never said that. Have you guys ever said that?
But I love cider.
I love cider.
I love
Shout out to
cider.
cider.
I love
But
cider.
similarly, don't put added fruit. I don't want a pear cider. Well,
Yeah.
pear cider actually can be okay.
Yeah.
Pear ciders are good.
But like if you added, sometimes they add the flavoring. You know, they want to go too far with it.
I think once I had a guava
was
beer,
just gonna say
something
guava.
with something with guava.
And were you cool with that,
It was
or?
good. It was good. Yeah, I
Guava
liked
beer.
it. But I wouldn't like a blueberry beer or a strawberry.
they
Like
messed that up.
that's not. I
They
don't
might
think
mess that
a
up.
good idea. Yeah.
I agree with that. Well, I'm glad we see eye to eye on this one, guys. But interesting. We like innovation. You know, we'll see how it goes. Good luck. No alcohol though, so I guess less alcohol is good. Maybe.
I guess.
Less hangovers. Who knows?
Do you get like pack on the weight? Is it the same type of?
I would say there is a caloric content to it, so I would say
Yeah.
you're still at your same 150 calories per bottle, you know.
Yeah.
But like, you know, as long as you just don't eat during the day, that's not a big deal.
Right.
You know, you just budget out like 1,600 calories a day. That's 16 Coors Lights. You're like hitting your calorie count like on the nose,
Oh, man.
right? You know, like I mean, I don't know whether it's like recommendable diet advice, but if you're trying to hit your calorie number and you just want to drink beer, it is possible. Take your vitamins and drink light beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
a
if it's
trend
weed
diet.
beer, are you gonna have munchies?
Good question.
Probably.
Probably. So you're gonna
Probably.
get like fucked.
Weed beer leads to munchies. I feel like that's like an opening. That's like an invitation to like sort of like a synergistic gastropub, if you will.
Hell yeah. For
Right.
sure.
So like the
For
weed,
sure.
the weed beer with like
Yes.
the
Okay.
munchy influenced.
That's
menu.
how it works. It has to be a specialty item at like a bar.
Or it could even be an experience, right? Like much
Yeah.
like the Lagunitas factory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could go to like the gastropub attached to the weed
Yeah.
brewery.
But that's not something that you need to take home with you.
Yeah.
Not make it into the fridge because it's too full of Coors Lights. You're on the Coors Light diet, right? Where you just drink 16
Yeah.
Coors Lights a day.
And then you have all the munchies, and then nothing is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just keep it balanced, guys. It can be chill. All right, story number 2 on tonight's installment of Roll the News. The marijuana company that bought a small deserted ghost town in California just a year ago, they were hoping to turn it into a cannabis resort. Didn't happen. It was fully going to be the Disneyland of weed. They've sold it to an oil company.
Whoa.
They bought the entire town of Nipton, California for $5 million. And they had
You can buy a
ambitious plans.
town for $5 million.
A ghost town with no one in it. Fully functional cannabis cultivation operation, marijuana-themed resort complete with hotels and a Western-style dispensary, and a side business creating cannabis-infused bottled water. The company intended to power the entire operation with solar power.
Whoa.
There was a weed town, guys. It was
That's
a dream.
wild.
It's no longer a dream, though. Now it's
That's
just going to be
wild.
sold to an oil thing. Would you go to weed Disneyland? Are you down
No.
with the idea of weed Disneyland?
This is all too much.
Yeah, because you have to think about when you go to something like that, it's also like not just you, it's the other people around. And like, I think that's like where I would hesitate, right? It's like if it was just like me and my friends at Weed Disneyland, like cool, that's great. But if it's like, you know, like random ass people and like.
Quality
it's just,
control. You think might be a quality control issue?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Especially Western themed. You're gonna get
Western themed? What does that mean?
like literally like it's like an old West, like cowboys vibe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
With weed, cowboys, weed, Disneyland.
Yeah. I'm still not over the fact that you can buy a town for $5 million.
Nipton, you may have undersold yourself. There's an anxious buyer here looking to acquire you in your entirety.
But don't you think that's wild? Like you can
Yeah.
buy a town.
Buy
you
a
know, you
town.
could run anything
Yeah, you
in
could
that
do
town.
it.
You
I
could
mean,
do anything.
You could go full wherever you wanted to go with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Totally. $5 million, guys. You could have owned a town.
Could have owned
But
a
don't try to
town.
turn it into a weed Disneyland, apparently, because that I guess doesn't come true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too
Yeah.
many bumps in the road.
Too many
I bet in order to convert a town that you could buy for only $5 million into something that was a viable weed Disneyland, I'm guessing that's a pretty big investment.
Right. That must be like more
Because you gotta
a lot
like
of
you
millions.
don't like just renovate a house. You like renovate a town
Right,
to
and you
make
like
it all
have
work.
advertising, and you have to build Disneyland. There's rides, right?
I'm stressed. I mean, yeah, like, that's what it sounds like. That already sounds stressful. You really,
Yeah, it's
you
just a
really
lot.
outlined why that might be a challenging
Yeah.
proposition. Guys, we have the details here on About That Time, and we always like to let you know what the hell is up. Roll the news. Story number 3 tonight. We've got the cannabis town. We got, California's cannabis regulations are putting immigrants at risk some advocates warn. So we are obviously happy that laws are changing and access to medicine, cannabis, is easier. But many people in the industry are saying that because our tracking system is not doing enough to stamp out the black market in cannabis, that is actually putting immigrants at risk.
Wait, how can we break this down? How?
Undocumented immigrants who are caught with even a tiny amount of pot can be deported from the country and barred from returning. For an individual who is applying to become a U.S. citizen, something as simple as having a job in the cannabis industry could be grounds for having that application denied. So I think it's about the fact that the trace system would make the black market smaller, and therefore the number of people who might be prosecuted or booted out of the country in that context would also be reduced.
I see. Yeah.
So I think it's a bit of a stretch, I would say. It doesn't feel like it. I think it may be like a little bit of like advocating for immigrants under the guise of something that's kind of selfish, in that it's like I bet that the legal cannabis businesses are very much the ones to benefit from that. That being said, no one wants anyone getting deported for no good reason.
Yeah.
So
that's real.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, and I think in general there's a way that like, anytime when you think about like, especially with weed and the legalization of weed and stuff, like a lot of times like a lot of like people of color are the ones who get the kind of or like high crime rates for having weed on them or selling weed or whatever. And then like there's kind of, I think that's been a conversation I've seen is like, now there's these like dispensaries, and as weed is becoming legal, but they're really white owned, and they're and then like all of these people are still locked up for like having nothing, and having these like really intense like punishments in terms of like the carcel state and stuff, and like are not seeing any of the kind of like benefit or repercussion of like the legalization of weed. Yeah. So 100%. I hear that. You know,
100%.
Yeah.
Very well put, guys. Out there, we're all celebrating legal cannabis. There are complicated issues around it. There are people who are in prison. Mary Jane has a forthcoming documentary series called The Prisoners of Prohibition that delves into these kinds of topics. It's worth knowing out there, guys. It's fun and games, but it's also serious stuff, and you got to take care of the people who are not getting taken care of enough. So that's the bottom line. So just to make it a little bit more lighthearted, guys, our Roll the News segment was sponsored today by the Bella. Do we have Bella products to share with the ladies? Oh yes, excellent. In the bag.
So yeah, what is Bella?
All right, guys. Have you ever taken a bath in weed?
No.
Okay, that was kind of a different reaction than the beer. That's kind of like a different. Like you're
amazing.
like, I was like, weed, beer. You're like, no. I'm like, bath in weed. You're like, yes. Bath in weed, guys. Sorry, there's a little ash on there,
wow.
So Bella makes beautiful CBD cannabis products. They've been tested by our guests. They have been approved by our guests. Have you ever taken a bath in weed is going to be the new what's your sign.
This is amazing.
It's amazing,
because
guys. You can take a bath.
This is a lotion.
A lotion after. You can bathe in weed and then you can hydrate your skin afterwards.
This is amazing. This is incredible. I'm a huge fan. Good. I'm so excited.
All right, guys. Well, let us know how the Bella bath goes, because bathing in weed is the new bathing. Yes. I'm just saying.
I fuck with it.
Yes.
I fuck with it heavy.
Now, speaking of what's your sign, guys, we do a little segment here on About That Time called Astrology Time.
Great.
Are you guys down with Astrology Time?
Yes, we're
Are
so
you ready?
excited. Yes.
Are you ready here? Okay, there's a couple things that have to happen for us to get into Astrology Time. We have to change the lighting a little bit. We have to take out our salt crystal now. We just have to get deep into Astrology Time. You know, it's like it's a mood.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
So you guys, I'm guessing it sounds like pay attention to your horoscope. I'm just gonna like put it out there. Yeah. Do you guys read your horoscope daily, monthly? What's you read your monthlies?
Weekly and monthly. I read a lot of Chani Nicholas, and she's monthly, I think.
Yeah. Well, she was weekly.
She was weekly. Yeah.
And now she's doing gonna be like bi-monthly. I follow you, girl.
Shout out, guys, astrology writers out there on the internet getting love. Astrology Time. So we go through your horoscopes and we find some interesting phrases that come from it, and we just throw it out there, and you guys tell us if it's accurate or not. Now, I thought it might be interesting because there's two of you. Maybe you could say for the other one whether you think it's accurate or not. So Sam, I'm gonna read parts of Fati's chart, and you're gonna tell me whether you think it's on point.
Okay.
Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. So Fati, point number 1 from tonight's installment of Astrology Time, believes that everything teaches you something. What do you think, Sam? Is that on point?
Everything teaches you something. Yes, I would say that's on point.
On point. Yeah. Okay, gets a thumbs up. Fadi, do you feel like?
Yeah, totally.
Tell me about that.
Well,
how do they know your moon is in Leo?
Yo, we got the information, ladies. We know we are like, I know it seems ragtag, whatever, but we have some facts, we have some statistics, we have some graphics. We make it work.
So I do believe that everything teaches you something. I think that when I think about the things that were hardest for me, in my life, I think about the fact that on the other side, when you get past it, you can realize that there's a lesson. When you're in it, it's really hard to know that there's a lesson, right? I think there's frustration. It's why is this happening? Whatever. Mm-hmm. But the second you kind of get out of it, you're like, now I've grown and I've learned a lot. And I think a lot about in general as creators, I don't ever want to be in a place where I'm not thinking about growth or because then you're just stagnant, right? I don't know how people are just I'm just going to repeat the same formula I always do or whatever in order to make something happen. So I think that you kind of have to be challenging yourself to think about how can you learn from whatever's happening.
Absolutely. That's well put. Okay, next point. I'm going to read an element from Sam's horoscope, and you can tell me whether you think it's accurate. A great battler, she has so much power that one thinks nothing can defeat her. Her mission in society, in the world, means everything to her.
Oh, I think that's absolutely true for Sam.
On point.
Yeah.
Check mark. Sam, she's saying that's true. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, man, maybe. I think that's on point. I think that could be on point.
Could be on point.
Yeah, I think that I was just thinking the other day how there is no plan B for me, so
that helps you succeed at
success
plan A.
Is right.
Yeah.
Is actually that's all that's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that clear as day and have been able to see that from day one.
Right.
And so I feel very hard on that. The rest of my life is messy and shit, but that is clear. So I think in that.
There you go.
Yeah, that's.
And you agree? Obviously, Fati, you gave that one a thumbs up.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's her too, T.
Has that been something part of your relationship together? Has Sam been battling, and you're you guys are winging each other, making it happen?
We're always battling.
Yes, we're always battling, and we're always doing that for each other. I think also that whenever you do anything, there's doubt. There's can I do it? Can I whatever? And I think that I think that there's a difference in what you present and what is true, and then how you wrestle with things. So I think that we both wrestle with doubt. But for me, there's no question that Sam isn't going to do everything she wants to do.
There you go. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Oh, sick. Fati, this is one that's said about you. Sam, you tell me whether you think this is accurate or not. She likes sports and the outdoor life.
No. Not at all. Not at all. What? No. No.
Guys, that is one thing we learn on Astrology Time. The horoscope is not always on point. You gotta know that.
Yeah, but I will say she has had a minor, I think, uptick in the outdoor life because she spent some time in the Southwest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Have you been doing some Southwest road tripping?
I went to New Mexico once recently, and it's wild. It's New Mexico is amazing. It's so intense. It's
never been
there. It's just you kind of are there, and it feels really biblical. And I was all about it. I was where? Let me see everything. And I went for little walks around. I think I could live in the Southwest.
Shout out New Mexico. You're getting some major props on about that time tonight. Astrology Time. So did you do the mountains of New Mexico? Did you do the desert? Did you do it all?
We went and it was really, really cold. We went a few weeks ago and it was 30 degrees. Super, super unseasonably cold, I think, for the time. And it was, I don't know anything about New Mexico. Maybe it's not unseasonably cold, but it felt like it. And we were there, we were in Taos, and we were kind of going around. We didn't go skiing. It was just to kind of be in the desert. And then we went we went near some mountains. We didn't hike up anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the nature, but not
hiking
up.
I think it was I observed nature.
There you go. I think that counts as outdoor living. That counts as outdoor living.
Yeah,
Sam, I'm glad I brought it up because I think initially this was a no, but I'm feeling this might be a yes. That was pretty enthusiastic. Yeah, it's it's not a total.
It's a toe, but not the big one.
Yeah, exactly.
So what was your favorite thing that you saw in New Mexico? Was there one place that you went that was the top-notch place?
We were there for my friend is getting married, and we were kind of there for like the sisterhood retreat. And we had this like space that we were staying in that had all these like little like nooks and crannies and stuff. But when you walked out, there was a mountain that was right there, and it was just really beautiful to kind of just like go out and see it and to be around. And all the streets were really small and it just felt really, really like a different pace of life than any other life I'd seen. And so that I think that was like the thing that kind of compelled me the most about it.
Sounds awesome. Okay, one more element, Sam. This is one about you. Fati, you tell me whether you think it's accurate. Has high social ambitions, respects justice and the law. Do you respect the law? I mean, I heard you're an anarchist earlier.
Yeah, that sounds like, I don't know about the law part, I think, but no.
Sam, are you a law disrespecter?
Yes, man, like.
Fuck the law, guys. Yeah. About that time, fuck the law.
I need reparations before I start doing some other shit. Yeah, no.
I think that's legit. Yeah. What does high social ambition mean?
Like I care what other people think?
No, I just think it's like you're like I want to be the cream of the crop. I want to rise to the top.
I want to have my own cult.
I never eat a pig because a pig is a cop.
This is interesting. I think that Sam has a moral compass and is like, this is what is right and what is wrong. And I think she respects that, but not necessarily like the law or things like that. And then also to like I think she also was like, I want to be the best that I can be, but I don't know if that's always in line with like what society deems as best. So I think there's like, all of those things are true for Sam's own definition of those things, but not for like, I don't believe in the law. Like, and I think that like, it's true for that, but it's not true for like justice and law and ambition and so whatever in terms of like the larger definition of those things.
That is the best explanation ever. Like I want to use that as a character description for someone. Like everything in that sentence, she believes is true because depending on her definition of that word, that's insane.
Yeah, but that's a.
I fuck with that.
Are you a writer or something?
That's so eloquent.
Good shit, guys. Well, that was astrology time. I feel like we went to some cool places. We learned some cool things. We went to New Mexico. That was pretty solid.
Yeah.
Shout out New Mexico once again.
Shout out New Mexico.
So I like to make sure that I don't bring people on the show and not give them a chance to tell us a little bit about what we can look out for from you guys for the rest of the year. So you guys have a bunch of projects going on. Obviously, a lot of it is extremely exciting and high level, so I'll let you guys tell the good old folks of Mary Jane all about it.
Well, Fati has a book coming out this year, August 18th?
No, 7th.
Yeah.
August-ish, guys. Look for the book, August-ish. It'll be out there. It's called,
super exciting.
What's it called?
It's called If They Come For Us.
If They Come For Us. Guys, check it out. It'll be coming out. Tell us about your book that you're writing.
It's a book of poetry, and it's coming off of One World Random House. And it's just a collection, and it kind of follows my family and like immigration kind of threads and my parents' generation and my grandparents' generation, and then in my kind of reckoning with what it means to be American, being Muslim, being in 7th grade when September 11th happened, and kind of the ways that I think we think about like national identity. So that's kind of how I think of the book.
Sounds rad. And then you guys also have some TV stuff coming up, right?
Yes. So Brown Girls is in development. Fati is writing the script as we speak. Bang, bang, bang. I'm super excited about it. So we're moving closer to that. Hopefully everything goes great and we get greenlit.
Yeah.
What else are we doing? I mean, I feel like I'm like very, very close to getting attached to 3 very big projects that I cannot talk about right now.
Guys, the shit here is so high level, we can't talk. It's a talk show where we can't talk about it, guys. That's what the fuck we do. It's clandestine like that. Such big shit. You guys can watch us hang out here, smoke some weed, but you can't hear anything about what we got on. It's that fucking high level. No, that's really cool. And guys, if you didn't know already, the reason these ladies have a deal at HBO is because they have a wonderful web series that you can check out on the internet now without even paying for it or subscribing to a hegemonic streaming service of some kind. Why don't you guys tell them about the show that they should be checking for to understand more about your collaborative works?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So Brown Girls is a web series that Fatih wrote and I directed that came out last year in February 2017, and it's about two best friends living in Chicago. One is a South Asian a queer person, the other one's a black kind of singer ish. Trying to be. Ish. That should be the name of our show.
Yeah.
Ish. Oh no, there's like blackish.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Close though.
Yeah, and it's just all of their like relationships with their family and who they're fucking and trying to, you know, move up in their careers. And it's really just like an exploration of the black and brown queer artist scene in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Real life shit, guys.
Yeah.
You should know about it. Check it out. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us.
Thanks for having
Before
us.
you go, would you like to rename Master P the Husky?
That's a big responsibility.
I mean, look, it's not a responsibility for everyone, but I didn't want to end the show without offering at least for you guys to name, because he's already been renamed. I think that's part of his identity, or her identity, frankly. Gender neutral Husky we have here. So any name could be applied. Master P, formerly Joey ? Then Master P. If you guys aren't feeling it, you don't have to. Zaddy. I like that. I think Zaddy the Husky is very workable.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Let's
The
do it.
Husky has been renamed Zaddy. This has been important stuff. It's been a great Thursday here and about that time. Ladies, thank you so much for coming by and joining us. And we'll check out all your shit in 2018, guys. Make sure you're checking for all these things that are coming out.
Thank you.
Thank you.